And you know, we all eat fast food. How can you avoid it? But Julia Havey weighs in with something that might make you think twice. Welcome.
Come on in, Julia.
Yes, and
speculation is people say, okay, well, our expert is actually standing by. Julia is here. Julia, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
You once and for all stop that yo-yo dieting. We've got Julia Havey, author of Vice-Busting Diet. Good morning, Julia.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, first of all,
Julia Havey a hand, everyone. We might. I don't know. We're going to see.
Thank you.
Now, you will never believe this. Looking at Julia, can you stand up for us?
Absolutely.
Tell me how much you used to weigh.
305 pounds.
305 pounds. And do I ask you how much you weigh now, or do we just talk about how much you lost?
Less than 305 pounds.
Good
I
answer.
weigh about
Good on
150 now.
Well, it's a link to obesity too. I mean, fast foods, right? I mean, they have so many not only calories, but I mean, let's talk chemicals that we hold the fat in because of the chemicals. So you wrote this book, The Vice-Busting Diet.
Yes.
So you try to explain to us what to eat, what not to eat?
Exactly. We know the connotation of a vice. It's not something we want people to have. The vice-busting diet is simply figuring out what your worst habits are, the things that keep you overweight, and break it one habit at a time.
You lost an incredible amount of weight in, what, 15 months?
15
was
months,
it?
130 pounds.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I'm 46 now. I've kept at least 100, 110 of it off. So that's very successful.
How much of that was related to fast food eating?
I think a great deal. I had fast food a lot. I had young children, working a job, husband, very stressful. So I would go through fast food all the time, hand them the bags of McNuggets. By the way, the chicken does the same thing as this.
Really?
It doesn't get older.
Oh my gosh.
But,
and a lot of different restaurants,
Yeah, it's
too.
not
I mean, we're
just
not picking
one.
on one. We're talking about fast food in general.
in general, absolutely. I did have a one that had lettuce and tomato on it, and it did mold. So I think it was the tomato and the lettuce
Oh,
that
right.
molded.
The real food.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was
Now,
fascinating.
is there anything, if we go through the drive-through, that we can actually eat that's healthy?
Please.
Yeah, tell us.
There are things that people can do. I mean, I would order the salads. I'd get it with grilled chicken. I wouldn't get the soft drinks. I'd have the water. It's really about common sense. It's not, I don't think anyone is a particular diet deficient. I don't think that's why they're overweight. I think they have some unhealthy habits. So you make the best choice you can in the given situation.
And you know,
15 of those. Think about it. It would fill this entire table.
oh my, look at the size in terms of scale. Like I have long hands, but in comparison, this is 5 pounds of fat. So it seems impossible to lose.
Yeah?
The trick is baby steps.
Absolutely baby steps. I think we're so overwhelmed when it's day one of any diet you want to name. You take a person who's living, whether it's 50 pounds overweight, 5 pounds overweight, or 100, and you want them to change everything about their life just because it's day one of the diet. No wonder diets don't work.
Too drastic.
Way too drastic. Superhuman strength to stick with it. And even if you're lucky enough to stick with it, 98% of people who lose weight on a diet gain it back within 5 years, and 90% of them gain back more than they lost.
Now, is that because they're starving themselves?
It to be used to unhealthy food.
That's right.
Chips, fast food, soft drinks. You know, we really are used to unhealthy things.
Right.
If you just get your palate used to healthy things, you will be amazed at how much you'll crave them and want them.
Yes, and we hear this over and over again. If you start getting used to just eating fresh fruit instead of the juices and the fruit flavored things, you will eventually get back into loving these things.
Absolutely.
So you've actually created this book, The Vice-Busting Diet. And what's interesting about this is it's based on your vices. So you got rid of ice cream. When's the last time you had ice cream?
16 years ago.
Okay,
Oh, I
so
know.
she has
and
no
people
more
say
ice
it's
cream.
deprivation. But honestly, if you think about it, it's more deprivation trying to live with the food you love, controlling it in moderation,
Right.
but depriving yourself of reaching your dream or your goal. That's
Okay.
deprivation.